prestige of entering space has changed in recent years. Walks and launches appear to be happening more. A new book, Rocket Dreams, Musk, Bezos, and the inside story of the new trillion-dollar space race shines a light on how this is just the beginning of a new space era. Alan Boyle joins us. You're going to be moderating the talk with the author of this book, Chris Davenport, coming up on October 1st at the Museum of Flight. Alan, you're also a contributing editor of GeekWire and also a space industry expert yourself. What has you most fascinated about a book like this?
I think this book provides a lot of insights into what Jeff Bezos and Blue Origin have been doing. And when Blue Origin started out, it was very much a hush-hush thing. They're releasing a little bit more information, but Chris really dives into the story behind the story, how frustrated Jeff got about how much of a lead SpaceX was having in this billionaire space race with Elon Musk.
That is interesting. And so Chris actually has communications like emails, texts, other sorts of documents with folks within those specific companies. What topics or interviews might be the most surprising for readers once they get into this?
I think knowing that it's not just about getting a rocket up there, that it's about how do you create a sustainable operation on Mars. And that's something that Blue Origin is doing. They've got something called Blue Alchemist, where you turn moon dirt into electronics, basically, into solar arrays, and then you also make oxygen at the same time. And so there are lots of twists and turns to this, and I think you do get some insight into what it takes to actually do a space program, a private space program, where the money is coming from billionaires rather than principally the federal government.
So potentially a good way for folks to maybe get themselves a little bit more acquainted with these two companies, what they're doing and what it means. Because I feel like sometimes people can look at something like outer space and feel like it's just so far away, it's something unfathomable. But like I said before, we are seeing more launches, more spacewalks. It seems like it's becoming more common, but still not a lot of people know that much about it.
Right, and that's what the book is all about, is that these private companies, Blue Origin and SpaceX, and there are a lot of other companies actually in the Seattle area, including Stoke Space, that are involved in this. And these are the companies that are doing a lot of the work that NASA used to be doing with companies like Boeing and Lockheed Martin. That there's a whole new generation of companies that people can get familiar with.
If people head out to next week's event, what can they expect?
They can expect to get a good tutorial in what the next frontier of technology is going to be like, and what people are doing here in the Seattle area, basically, because most of the people employed by Blue Origin and other companies are right in Seattle.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, know what your neighbors are doing.
That would actually be good, yes. Well, the event is Wednesday, October 1st. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. The discussion starts at 7 p.m. For ticket information, just text the word ROCKET to 206-448-4545. We'll send you the link. Alan, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.